Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and, well, believe it or not, this one is actually going to be a little bit different from any of the ones that I would be talking about, because yeah, oddly enough, for this one, I think, first of all, let me get this out to you guys. I think, first of all, I hope you're enjoying the first couple of episodes of Ackley Reacts being released this week, right about now, with, of course, the newest one that's going to be coming out later tonight, and not to mention playing more for the rest of the week right about now. But hey, I gotta keep true to my promise right about now, and I do indeed apologize if I interrupted quite in the middle of all things. Probably in between episodes of Ackley Reacts, as I normally do, but I kind of figure for this video right about now, I think I have to get this out to you guys because it is a little bit different from any of the ones I did in the past right about now. I think so. So I guess for this thoughts video, we're not going to be covering a brand new movie that just recently came out. I'm not going to be covering any movie in particular. I'm not even going to cover any TV show. Nor am I going to be covering something that a fan requested. No. What am I going to be covering for this latest thoughts video? Well, I think we're going to be covering a very special announcement that just dropped last night, but probably by the time I'm recording this, it did drop tonight, and of course I'm posting this right around a day later, but yeah, I kind of figure that I would get this out to you guys because this is something that is actually really important right about now, So, yeah, I guess, oddly enough, I think I might as well get this, yeah, man, I can't even start today, but I need a drink of water. Alright. That feels much better right about now. So yeah, I think for this announcement that I'm going to be talking about for this special thoughts video right about now, I think I might as well ask you guys a simple question right about now. Who here knows pretty much knows a particular little movie that came out back in the summer of 2000, simply known as Thomas and the Magic Railroad? Yeah, let that sink into your mind a little bit right about now. So yeah, I guess for this thoughts video, I think I know a lot of you guys are thinking, oh wait a minute, is he going to be talking about Thomas and the Magic Railroad on his thoughts video? Well, that may be quite interesting for me to do, but I mainly stick to my thoughts videos on recent stuff in particular, and the movie only and of course the movie I just mentioned only came out nearly 2 decades ago, so yeah, I think it would be quite nice for me to talk about Thomas and the Magic Railroad for my thoughts videos, but I guess if anything, I think it would be rather pointless of me to do that because yeah, everybody has done it already, and even I myself have plans to, of course, do it in another review show that I will mention sometime later, but yeah, I kind of figure for this thoughts video in particular, I think I might as well, I think it kind of makes sense for me to talk about Thomas and the Magic Railroad in particular, and yeah, I guess if anything, I think it's really quite interesting when you think about it right about now, because yeah, I think if you know me, and if you have been watching my videos from the past all the way until now, you would know hands down that I am indeed a huge fan of Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, so yeah, I've of course collected all the DVDs, and I've watched the show, and of course I collected all the toys, and of course the model trains in particular, but more particularly pretty much the ones from Tomy and Trackmaster, even Playrail, to of course with of course going back and forth with of course that, and not to mention Bachman and Hornby in particular. So So yeah, I guess it's safe to say that pretty much ever since I was a little baby, I have been a huge fan of Thomas the Tank Engine, and I've stuck true to, of course, this little blue train for a long time now, all throughout my existence, and it has shaped up to, of course, where I am right about now in terms of making videos, and if you were a fan of course, Thomas the Tank Engine during that time, you would know hands down that right around 2 decades ago about the little blue tank engine's first attempt at a cinematic debut, pretty much his first ever cinematic appearance for once. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear right about now on what's been going down. So yeah, I guess about anything, Thomas and the Magic Railroad has been pretty much not only a part of course, Thomas the Tank Engine history, but it's one of those fascinating movies when you say the least, and even its history right about now is actually really interesting. Yeah, pretty much going back from the past, where of course they wanted to bring Thomas to the big screen, which of course resulting in a movie that actually has a lot of potential right about now, but of course, due to a really bad test screening just months before the movie came out, resulting in massive amounts of cuts being resulting in massive cuts being made to the final film, which of course not only resulting in the film becoming a massive flop at the box office, but as of right now, it currently stands at a Rotten Tomatoes score of 21%. So yeah, I think it's safe to say this movie right about now has a bit of an interesting history when you really think about it right about now, and even I myself will actually will of course live true to that. So yeah, I guess about anything, I think if you guys want to know my full-on thoughts on Thomas and the Magic Railroad right about now, well, pretty much, I think I was about 4 years old when I first saw this movie on the big screen, probably around the time it came out. So I was a rather really little kid during the time it came out, and during the time I actually, I think after seeing it, I remember enjoying it when I was a little kid, because yeah, oddly enough, during the past 4 to 5 years of my lifespan, I have been obsessed with, of course, anything related to Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, excuse me, I think I might have choked on something, so hold on 1 second. Alright. Sorry about that, but yeah, going back a bit to what I'm saying, because, yeah, I think around the time I actually saw this movie on the big screen, I think within about 4 to 5 years of my entire lifespan, pretty much being around since the mid-90s and stuff, I have been really obsessed with, of course, anything related to Thomas the Tank Engine. So, yeah, pretty much if there's anything I can, I think I have stuck true to the most because yeah, I think I know during my time I've stuck true since I was a little kid, whether it be anything related to Warner Brothers and Disney, and of course plenty of other shows made for little kids, like of course Sesame Street, and of course that purple abomination that nobody ever talks about anymore, or anybody remembers, but you get the idea. I think it's pretty clear that I am obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine right about now, and yeah, I guess pretty much if anything, I think I do remember as a little kid, I remember enjoying it since after seeing it on the big screen, and yeah, I think it was pretty clear on what's been going down, because yeah, during the time I saw it, I was really into Thomas right about now. Yeah, and of course, looking back on the film as an adult now, I think I do see where people are coming from, where of course there are some major things that of course are a little bit tasteless and depressing, but there are still some parts in it that I actually really enjoyed, and And yeah, I guess it's safe to say that much like Pokemon the first movie, I guess I can safely consider Thomas and the Magic Railroad as one of my all-time guilty pleasures, in my opinion. So yeah, it's not really a terrible movie in my opinion, nor is it even that good looking back on it. I'm somewhere in between on this one, but hey, I guess if anything, regardless on it, that doesn't stop me from being a fan of Thomas the Tank Engine sometime after the film came out, because yeah, pretty much ever since I first saw it on the big screen, all the way until now as an adult, I think I have watched this movie over and over and over again on VHS, to which, believe it or not, I of course still have my original VHS copy of course, this movie that I still held on to this day, though I think it would be rather impossible for me to, of course, watch this movie again, because I think I've gotten rid of my old VHS player in favor of a DVD player, and then sometime later reverted to a Blu-ray player as we speak, but I still held on to my original VHS copy of course, this movie ever since my parents bought it for me ever since it came out, and yeah, oddly enough, 12 years later, it wouldn't be until I get my hands on the movie once again, except this time on DVD. So yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much ever since to this day, alongside the VHS copy of this movie that I still held on to, I think I'm actually pretty glad that I still have the exact same movie that I have, but this time on DVD. So yeah, I guess it's safe to say that I still have a really fascinating obsession with, of course, this movie when I was a little kid. Yeah, pretty much watching this movie over and over and over again on VHS, and then looking back on it on DVD sometime later. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that this movie did stuck true to me as a longtime fan of Thomas right about now. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear on right about now on what exactly I'm talking about, but I know a lot of you guys are thinking, what has that got to do with, of course, this announcement right about now? Well, believe it or not, just right around earlier tonight, just after I got home from my classes at college right about now, believe it or not, it is announced that, of course, the DVD and Blu-ray company that goes by the name of Shout Factory has officially announced that right around this upcoming summer, they're officially releasing this movie onto Blu-ray right about now. So yeah, literally that's, of course, that is, of course, the latest announcement that we got, that just in time for its 20th anniversary, they're officially going to be releasing Thomas and the Magic Railroad onto Blu-ray as we speak. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear on what's been going on right about now, and yeah, this has got a lot of people pretty excited right about now. So I kind of figure I would probably give out my thoughts on this announcement in this thoughts video. So yeah, that's exactly what's been going on. Alright. So yeah, now that I have, of course, talked about my full-on thoughts on the movie in general, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, what do I think of this latest announcement of course, Magic Railroad coming out on Blu-ray for its 20th anniversary? Well, I think it's safe to say right about now that I think it's actually a really great announcement right about now, because yeah, over the past 20 years right about now, this movie has, of course, only been released onto, of course, VHS and DVD for some time, but there were no plans for a Blu-ray release during that time, which I think I do find it quite odd when you think about it, because yeah, I think, oddly enough, plenty of other movies never got their own Blu-ray releases up until very recently, right about now. And but yeah, I think it's safe to say that pretty much out of all these movies, yeah, Thomas and the Magic Railroad is one of them. But I think with, of course, this latest announcement on, of course, Magic Railroad coming out on Blu-ray, I say this is perfect timing because, yeah, I think within the next few months or so, this movie would be, of course, over 20 years old right about now. So yeah, I think it's actually a really great announcement from Shout Factory as we speak. To, of course, get this movie out on Blu-ray right about now, because I think this is pretty much a true dream come true for anybody. I mean, anybody who, of course, own Blu-rays in particular, let alone fans of Thomas in particular, to, of course, add it to their collection right about now. So, but yeah, I think it's pretty clear on that, of course, this latest announcement did get me really hyped, as alongside several other people that, of course, heard about this announcement. So yeah, I think it's actually really quite nice when you think about it for a second. So yeah, I think it's safe to say on what will be going down. Now, I think a lot of people are wondering what's going to be in the Blu-ray when it does eventually come out. Well, so far, I think there's not much information on what's going to be included in the Blu-ray right about now. But I think from what I recall, I think it will, of course, have the movie in particular, but not particularly on a full-on widescreen resolution, or of course a widescreen aspect ratio for this one. I think probably my guess is that I think it's probably gonna mainly stick to, of course, what the VHS and DVD versions still currently have as we speak, by mainly sticking to its pan and scan version when they came out, though. So yeah, I will admit it's not a bad choice in particular. I mean, a lot of movies released on Blu-rays do stick to their pan and scan versions. I mean, some of them, not all of them, as we speak. But yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that for the film's aspect ratio, it wouldn't be really what you would expect. I think it wouldn't be full-on widescreen as we speak. I think it's probably gonna stick to, of course, its pan and scan version right about now. So yeah, nothing much else to it right about now. But yeah, I think not really much what you would be expecting right about now. But I think in terms of what special features that are gonna be included as we speak, like I said, there's not much in particular. I think we'll probably know later on whether or not we'll be getting some special features, like, of course, a behind-the-scenes documentary, some deleted scenes, like, of course, the one deleted scene, which is, of course, Sunday Surprise, probably get some deleted scenes, like, of course, the Sunday Surprise deleted scene that was on the DVD as we speak, as well as, of course, some trailers and plenty of other stuff, so that wouldn't be what you would be expecting right by now, but that's probably my guess as we speak, so... But am I saying that it makes the announcement look bad? Of course not. I think it's actually really good timing to, of course, get this movie out as we speak, because, yeah, like I said, despite this movie right by now being almost 20 years old as we speak, I say this is actually a really good timing to, of course, get the movie out on Blu-ray as we speak. So yeah. Oddly enough, I don't have any plans to, of course, buy the movie on Blu-ray as we speak, but I think this latest announcement, I think it's actually really great to, of course, witness, and yeah, believe it or not, for any little kids out there that are, of course, popping up as we speak, that are getting into Thomas right about now, I say they should probably check this movie out for themselves, just to see what will be going on, because if you were introduced to, of course, Thomas the Tank Engine through some of the newer seasons when they converted to CGI animation, they should probably know, I mean really know, about the original Moggles that, of course, kickstarted this entire show in particular, because yeah, it doesn't actually quite start off with CGI animation. There's actually more to it from the past that I think little kids that are, of course, getting into Thomas really need to know about as we speak. Because, yeah, I think, oddly enough, I have grown up with, of course, Thomas through mainly the original Moggles as we, yeah, as well as a lot of people right about now before they transfer over to CGI animation right about now. So, and yeah, I think oddly enough, this movie right about now, I think that's something little kids definitely need to check out more often. See if it can be giving a lot more attention as we speak. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear that I'm really glad this announcement has been made, and I'm really excited to see on how well it will go down by the time it does come out onto Blu-ray this summer. And who knows, maybe this might spark some curiosity as we speak, because yeah, I guess if anything, if you got any little kids that are getting into Thomas as we speak, then by all means, definitely check this movie out right about now. So yeah, as of right now, it's still currently out on DVD right about now, as of course, while the original VHS copies are currently out of print right about now. But if you but of course, if you're a big fan of Blu-rays, I say definitely pick up the Blu-rays as we speak, because yeah, I think for myself in particular, I think this movie right about now definitely needs a whole lot more attention as we speak, because yeah, oddly enough, like I said, it does have a really interesting history, and am I one of those people who actually believes that, of course, that the movie could have been much better with, of course, all the stuff that was, of course, cut out be put back in for this movie? Of course I do, because yeah, I know there were plenty of a lot of petitions and discussions on releasing a director's cut of the movie for some time. So yeah, probably we may or may not actually get it sometime soon, but we'll probably have to wait and see right about now. But I think this is, of course, one of those movies that, even though it actually did fare up very poorly when it first came out, does have an interesting making of story when you think about it. So yeah, I guess about anything, if you want to definitely get the movie onto Blu-ray, I say definitely do so. It'll be coming out right around this upcoming summer, so if you got the money, I say definitely pick up Magic Railroad onto Blu-ray, and I think, but yeah, I think for me personally, like I said, I don't necessarily plan on getting the movie onto Blu-ray at all in particular, but I think I'll just, I guess if anything, I think I will, of course, stick to, of course, the movie on DVD as we speak, and who knows, maybe I might talk about this in an upcoming video sometime pretty soon, where I'll be talking about all the Thomas the Tank Engine movies, in my opinion, and yeah, if I ever do get the opportunity to bring it back, I think I would love to do a review on this movie on my review show, Family Movie Collaboration. So yeah, it'll only be a matter of time before that will actually happen, but like I say, if you got the money, I say definitely pick the movie itself onto a Blu-ray as we speak, because yeah, I think it's actually well worth checking out if you got the time and the money to do so. So yeah, like I say, if you got the time, definitely pick it up when it actually does come out, because for me right about now, for a while it is a really great announcement as we speak, I'll still mainly stick to, of course, having the movie on both VHS and DVD right about now. So yeah, and that's all I have to say to that. Alright. So yeah, I guess that's literally about it for my thoughts on this latest announcement right about now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and let me know in the comment section below on what you thought of course, this recent announcement of Thomas and the Magic Railroad getting released onto Blu-ray, as well as leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And let's not forget, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up pretty soon. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of other social media sites if you want to keep up to date with me. And of course, subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. So yeah, that's literally about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I knew I had to get this out to you guys because yeah, I think this is actually well worth talking about right about now, and yeah, not to worry about a thing. I think your regularly scheduled program, which is Ackley Reacts, will be resuming later tonight, with of course a brand new episode coming out probably within about the next several hours right about now, and don't worry about a thing. In case a lot of you are wondering what's my next thoughts video gonna be on, well, believe it or not, I think that will be coming out pretty soon, as believe it or not, I do eventually, yeah, I do of course have plans to go see the newest Pixar movie, Onward, and of course, I think I might also do one on, of course, I Still Believe, and yeah, and oddly enough, I am going to be shooting for seeing both A Quiet Place Part 2 and the live-action Mulan remake later on this month, so yeah, that's all I have to say to that. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and of course, as always, I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, now if you'll excuse me, yeah, I think that's literally about it. I think I might as well go ahead and think about rewatching this movie right about now. So yeah, that's all I have to say to that. Take care.